name is Chelsea Batiste. Thank you for being here today. Today I am here to talk to you about something that is near and dear to my heart. It's also something that has been drilled into your heads plenty enough already, but I hope that you leave today with a little more information than what you came in with. How do you contribute to today's pollution issues? Do you recycle regularly? Do you have your recycling picked up by a trash company, or do you take your recycling to a location somewhere? How are you recycling in today's world? Today I have 3 topics to speak to you about. My first is recycling's impact on our planet and the lack of. My second is recycling from past to present, essentially its journey. And third, and my main point, is to enlighten you on some very small life adjustments that you can make that you won't even notice you're doing, but you are helping with recycling. So, to start with my main topic, my first topic, recycling's impact on our planet and the lack of. I'd like to touch on landfills. Landfills are a huge issue to our pollution problem. A lot of items that come through are biodegradable, but many of them are not. Plastic, for instance, can withstand environmental effects and stay in landfills for up to 10 to 1,000 years. It's a long time to be sitting in a landfill. Not only that, but as the plastic sits there, it emits harmful toxins to the air and causes hence air pollution. Plastic itself is recyclable, a lot of it, but it's not making it to recycling at times, and it is going to the landfills. So there was a survey done by S.E. Johnson back in 2011 that showed that 58% of Americans recycle. That means that there's still 42% of Americans that don't recycle. I, for one, was shocked to find out those numbers, as also shockingly enough, of that 42%, a large contributor to that number were between the ages of 18 and 30. That's my generation. That's the generation after me. I was pretty blown away to find that out, that our youth are either not educated on this or they're just not consciously aware, but that is what I would love to be able to help with. My second main point was to discuss recycling's journey past to present. This is a positive note and it's very brief. Back in 1960, CNN did a study that showed that since 1960, our recycling efforts have improved over 400%. We have really come a long way in such a short amount of time, but if we remember that 42%, we know that we still have a long way to go. We need to bridge that gap in those numbers. Now, let's dive into my third main point, and this is pretty much the main point of this speech, is to inform you of some small life adjustments that you can make that are recycling and helping with today's pollution issues. The first recycling tip that I have is straws. Everybody loves straws. I know I do. I know they don't make my drink taste differently, but for whatever reason, I like to drink it out of a straw better. But I did find out very recently that those straws are harmful to our environment. They're not easily recyclable. They're not recyclable at all. And they can end up in our landfills and in our waters. So, reusable straws. You can buy them at any store. You can wash them and reuse them. So not only is it cost effective, but it's recycling as well. Another item would be burning paper. Now, I'm fairly new to northern Minnesota, but one thing I have noticed, and I cannot speak for everybody, is that they love a good fire up here. What's the best way to get that fire going? A little fire starter. Take those Amazon boxes that have come through that are piling up in your corner, because if you have an Amazon Prime account, I know you know what I'm talking about. Break them up and start your fire for the evening. That old pile of mail sitting on your counter that you don't really know what to do with. Do I shred it? Do I throw it away? Burn it. Put it in a pile. Save it for a night that you want to burn something, or during the day, whatever pleases you. But not only are you going to be aiding in recycling efforts, but you'll be able to enjoy a beautiful fire. Coffee cups. Coffee cups that you get at Starbucks or at Caribou. Reuse those coffee cups. Use them for lunch again that day. Use them throughout the day. Use it for coffee again. Reuse them. Use them more than once at least. Or even better yet, have your own personalized coffee cup that you can reuse over and over again. Personalize it, monogram it, do whatever you please. But just know that by doing that, you are aiding in our recycling efforts. And last but not least, rechargeable batteries. I don't see a lot of people using these yet, but I think that they really have a great effect on our environment. Batteries are really hard to dispose of, and these rechargeable batteries, you just plug them into a plug outlet. It has a base. You put your chargeable batteries in there every so often to recharge them, and if you have enough of them, you always have charged batteries. And again, it's one of those things that not only is it helpful in recycling efforts, but it's also cost effective too. So today I have talked about 3 points. I have spoken about recycling's impact on our planet and the lack of. I have spoken about recycling's journey from past to present. And lastly, I have talked about some very small life adjustments that you can make in your everyday life that are helping with recycling and aiding in our war against pollution. I hope that what you take from this today is that you learn that these small little things won't disrupt your life at all. And if you already know about these recycling tips and tricks, become an advocate about it. Tell other people about it if you can. It really will help save our planet. Thank you for listening today, and let's go save our planet.